First is the creation, and then is the temptation. Best is the formulation, but many choose degradation. Vested in the revelation is the loosening of condemnation. Worst is those who deny their limitations and hold back from working out their salvation. That was in regards to the creation story from religious texts that don't have this biography of existence, Genesis to Revelation's way of going about things. And you could say that way of going about things is why they chose the books that they did for the Bible, not only because some details may be repeated, and that was done enough as was in the Bible, whether you have 66 books, 100, or something in between, or perhaps you're some modern trying to compile them all. So I don't know how many, so you're trying to have 80 alternative gospels, and you're trying to have letters of Paul and the apostles, or things attributed as such, and you're trying to include some of the Persian books that are mentioned in the Bible, which end up being bigger than the Bible. It'd be an interesting thing to do, but the points of the myths is not so much, at least I don't think they should be, not so much a history lesson as something to bestow meaning, to transfer meaning, and to relate purpose, And one thing that may not be God is that when a Sufi or someone else writes a poem, it doesn't mean that, like when they talk about Iblis, that, that's the point they're making through bringing up that character is, some sort of literal statement that Iblis is the best servant of God and that sort of thing. They're, again, they're making a point. And you can tell on what's going on. But it's made clearer than other traditions that, for example, Islam has this idea of we're in the best of mode. Our creation is in the best of mode, but and Isaiah in the Bible kind of has that God created light and darkness and all that, but evil is a choice. Do people make that choice? And that's what's brought up in Islam, is that evil and ignorance are choices that people make rather than being somehow their inherent nature. And there is no shame over the bodies in the Islamic vision. Certainly some Muslims have picked up some of these ideas, but it's not there. They're not criticized for having the feelings that they did, having the emotions that they did, having the thoughts that they did. It's their beliefs and actions that, a person has to make decisions upon.